Hey YouTube, so this is a video on Long Run. It is a trail that is near Flagpole Knob, and make a mental note, we just passed a church. So anyway, if you look at the map, and all the GPS coordinates are on the edges of the maps if you want to know that. This is map number 9 in that Forestry Services, George Washington Forestry Services map. On the blue box on the right hand side, on the far right side of the blue box, like that's where we currently are, and this is the trailhead for that. So basically the general idea is you go up this trail, up Long Run trail, and that will take you to the parking lot for Dictum and Second Mountain, which is the dashed lines in that big blue box, and that's what's like kind of interesting. The Dictum and the Second Mountain, those are the ATV, UTV / side-by-side areas of George Washington National Forest in this area, and you can also take jeeps in that area. And that area, in my opinion, is probably a little more fun than Flagpole. But, you know, Flagpole is nice because you don't have to deal with all the side-by-sides and ATVs and everything. I don't know how busy that area gets. When we were there, the Second Mountain seemed pretty busy. We didn't see anybody at all on Dictum. It was kind of spooky. There were so few people up there. And we are in the middle of the COVID-19 thing going up here. And we are camping at Flagpole Knob at the base of the lake. The last video showed us setting up our little base camp. So we are exploring up here. We didn't actually know how to get on to Dictum or Second Mountain. We thought that we could get to it from the bottom, which is like a total misconception. I don't know like why we didn't know that, but like you can't get to it from the bottom. Both of the trails are closed off. You have to get to it from the top. So if you have any interest in doing either one of those trails, you absolutely have to do this trail that we're on right now, Long Run. This trail, like when you look at it, is a forestry road, and it essentially is kind of like a gravel road. I mean, it's not all gravel, but you could tell like at one point it was a gravel road. And so anyway, so this road here is the access point to get to that ATV area. So since it's the access point, since like you have to be street legal technically to be on this road, they have to maintain this road in such a way that a pickup truck with like an ATV in the back of it, or like a pickup truck or whatever that's towing a trailer that has a side-by-side on it has to be looking up this road. So they have to maintain this road to make sure that it is like gravelly, you know, it's like pretty easy to do. And you'll see immediately, like once we get to like a small parking lot area where people can unload, you'll see that like all of a sudden the difference in the upkeep of the road. So if you are just kind of interested in just taking the Jeep out, and you're not particularly interested in Second Mountain or Dictum, and you're just interested in this trail, this is a very, very easy beginner trail. This trail, as you can see, has essentially no obstacles other than some potholes, and I believe we're doing it all in 2-wheel drive, like all the way up here, and we have not aired down. And the other thing to point out is, like, out of all the footage today, I don't think we ever aired down. I think we did Dictum without airing down. I think we did Second Mountain without airing down. We were just being really, really lazy. We ended up pushing the button and putting it in 4-low and disconnecting the sway bar, I believe, on Dictum, just to make it so the ride was a little more like comfortable, and I got tired of like having to hit the brake, and it was just easier. But other than that, these trails very, very super easy. You can do them in 2-wheel drive if you really want, and you know, great beginner trails. There is no service in the area, so make sure that you have all the maps like downloaded with offline maps on Google. And I'll link a video in the corner that actually has like instructions on how to do that. But basically, you just go to the Google Maps, and then you pull like one of the option menus down, and you'll see a button that says like offline maps. You click on that, you put a box on the screen to make like the big area that you want to download. It's very, very small. Like you can download this portion of the entire state, and it'll be like 300 meg or something like that. It's not that big at all. Most movies, like this movie here, is going to be bigger than like the entire eastern seaboard of all the maps. Like maps are very, very small. So anyway, you download the map to your phone, and then the GPS always works. It doesn't need cell coverage, and then you can just tell Google where you want to go, and then the Google Maps will like get you there. And since these are all forestry roads, they are all in Google Maps, and they're all like listed on any kind of mapping app that you want to use. You'll see these because they are official U.S. government forestry roads. They're not some like little private trail that somebody cut. So this, like I was saying, is essentially the access road that you want to use to get to second mountain. But like I was saying, we were just looking for something different, and at the time when we shot all this video, AOA was shut down, and Roush was shut down, and Famous Reading was shut down, and they've all just recently reopened, so I know you're going to be seeing the footage, and you're going to be like, oh, but everything is reopened. You have to just keep in context that we're always behind on our videos. All the YouTubers are always behind on their videos, because it takes time to edit the videos, it takes time to like put the sound in, and the voiceover, and like all that kind of stuff. Like it's never immediate that you get the videos, unfortunately. However, there was a little bit of delay on these specific videos because of just things going on. But we are going to get back to trying to release videos on a little more regular basis. We are almost to the trailhead for Dictum and Second Mountain. Maybe a minute more, and we'll be there roughly. I don't know. And like I said, I am speeding up the video significantly. I think that this is running right now, if I had to take a guess, at like 4x speed. So since we're 6 minutes into the video, this would be almost 30 minutes worth of driving from that church to get to the trailhead. So, I mean, all this stuff does take time. It takes a lot of time to get around. And keep that in mind. If you're going to come down here for a weekend to have fun, I don't think you're going to be able to hit like all these trails like in just one day. Like that seems a bit much, like just distance wise, to hit Second Mountain and Dictum and Flagpole Knob and Hellstone, Feedstone, whatever. All that's they're kind of a little bit far apart, but there's also quite a bit of volume of trail. Even though it's a very easy trail, there's only so much that you can do distance wise. So this right here, what we're coming up on, is the trailhead for Dictum. Hey YouTube, so we made it partially up a long run trail. I wanted to stop here just to show to you. So behind us is Dictum, and then this takes you up farther up long run. I take it. This looks like a little ATV like kind of playground area. Here's a Jeep, of course, and the sign here, it says National Forest Trail Rock Run, which I don't even remember even seeing that on the map, but apparently we're at Rock Run. And then this right here, this kind of swampy looking thing is Dictum. There's actually a sign there that actually says it. And we tried to get on this trail from the base, and there was all these no trespassing signs that looked like it went into somebody's front yard. So it'll be interesting when we go down Dictum to see where it comes out at the trailhead. But we're going to continue up Long Run Trail since we're up here and see what else is up here. So we will see you guys around. Hey, so what we learned is basically this is the parking area, one of the parking areas for Dictum and Second Mountain. And people come up here and they unload their ATVs and SUVs, and then they go down that swampy looking trail. And I think that technically they're not supposed to unload there. I think they're supposed to unload in that other parking lot, because there's another parking lot just maybe 1,000 feet down that trail where it was swampy at. However, it did look like it was excessively rutted out, meaning there was that big giant massive swamp there that they had to go through, and people didn't want to take their two-wheel drive pickup truck like through that swampy mess, and so they were unloading there instead of the other place. But you'll see in the next video the other parking lot. So basically you go from that parking lot or that open area down through the swampiness, maybe 1,000 feet, and then there's another parking lot down there that looks much more like a parking lot with even an unload ramp. And then from there it splits into the two trails, and both Dictum and Second Mountain are blocked at the bottom intentionally, so you have to go up here, and then you go down the trail, and then up the trail, down the trail, and up the trail, and you'll see that in the next videos. So this is continuing down the Long Run Trail, because we were up here exploring, and we wanted to see where did all this stuff go. Now you're going to see like these openings on the side that we're going to pass every so often. Maybe we've already passed a couple of them. Those are campgrounds, like camping areas. Anywhere you want to camp in the George Washington Forest is pretty much cool. Other than you can't camp like at the ranger station, and you can't camp like at the bathrooms or whatever. Like they allow open camping and stuff. So whatever looks nice, like right there if you want. Like you can camp there if you want. It's pretty nice, primitive camp, obviously, and they have like the COVID-19 thing going on. So basically, if you ask a ranger, like they're gonna tell you camping is fine. Just stay at 6 feet apart from each other and don't have more than so many people and all that kind of stuff. So that's essentially, you follow the process and everything is fine. The main things they have closed down during all this COVID stuff is the campground the bathrooms, and anywhere you would have people who normally kind of congregate. Like they don't want you congregating, but the forestry roads and stuff are all like wide open. So the trail goes further beyond this. But what we saw a bunch of no trespassing signs on both sides of the trail, and so we weren't 100% sure if we continued down Long Run if we would be trespassing or not. But what we did see is we saw another trail. We're going to end this video basically where we ran out of like trail for Long Run, and where the next trail starts, which I think is like Fellstone or Feedstone. I know I'll get the name right when I actually cut the video, but it was a little more interesting than this. But you'll see that this Long Run is essentially just a very long gravel road. But I mean, it can be exciting for like a newbie. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and you just watch the last 20 seconds of the video, and you'll see us pull up to the next trail. So thank you.